Hi everyone, my name's Alan. I live in Ellesmere Port in England, and I just want to share with you today my testimony of how I become a Christian and of what God means to me and what He's done for me in my life. I grew up in Ellesmere Port, one of 4 children. I didn't really grow up in a Christian home, but I do remember a plaque we had on the wall in the dining room, and it was on the plaque was a poem. It was called Footprints in the Sand, and it's where a man had a dream that he's walking along the beach with Jesus and there's 2 sets of footprints, but then he notices during the darkest and most trying times of his life there's only 1 set of footprints, and he asked Jesus about this, and eventually Jesus said, it's when you look back and see only 1 set of footprints, it's when I carried you. And I remember that going forward, and I'll never forget that poem. So I got married when I was in my 20s, and I had 3 lovely children. But unfortunately, I got divorced, and I met a lady called Carol, and eventually we had 2 children, Jem and Chloe. They're twins. They're 11 now. But unfortunately, in 2016, we lost Carol to a short illness, and it was a very difficult time in my life, the most difficult time I've had. And so in my grief, I remembered the poem of where Jesus carried the man, and so I sat on my bed and I called out to him. I said, Jesus, I can't feel you carrying me, where are you in this? I wasn't a Christian at the time. I just called his name, and within 2 days of that, I saw something in my bedroom, and it changed my life. I felt its presence, and I felt its holiness, and I will tell anybody that, I'll tell God that when God knows what I saw. And that changed my life, and from that moment on, I pleaded with Jesus to forgive me of my sins, and I became a Christian. And I wasn't going to church at all before then, but I had this desire to go to church and bring up Jem and Chloe, following Jesus as well, and that's what we do now. Jesus changed my life. He changed my heart, my thoughts. I have hope in him for when I die. I'm going to heaven and spend eternity with him, and I now know that all the things I've done wrong in my life are forgiven. But not only that, God continues to work in me, and he answers my prayers. And I'll just give you one example. I met a lady called Hillary, and eventually she became my fiance. And this one night I was praying to God I was going to ask her the next day, and I was praying to God, please show me, Lord, it's your will. I asked Hill to marry me, and the next day, unbeknown to me, Chloe, my 11-year-old daughter, was doing her homework, and it was about a cow in a field. That's about a story, and again, so Chloe's searching the internet, and she comes across this image of a cow, and I'm making a cup of tea now, and waiting for God's answer. And Chloe says, Daddy, look at this. And I said, what is it, Chloe? She said, look at this picture of a cow, and this is the cow, and it says, will you marry me on it? And it just blew me away, and that's how God answered that prayer the next day. What a blessing. And this is just one example of how God's blessed me, and he continues to bless me. So I just pray that whoever you are and wherever you are, that you just give God a chance. Now, he loves you so much, and he's just waiting for you to call his name. There's a verse in the Bible, he says, for all who call on his name will be saved. And he's just waiting for you to give him a chance. So please, open your heart to him and just give him a chance, because he's there waiting for you, and he loves you so much. So I just encourage you with that, and God bless you. Bye bye.